And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set and towing the slab in this one, Shota Imanaga.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Crow Armstrong sizes this one up, puts it away for the out, and there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock, you're going to drive in a run, you're going to do something productive, even if it's just get a walk to keep the line moving. And that's a great feeling to have. They've got it bottled right now.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. The wind and the pitch. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under it. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, Lourdes.
2 down, base is empty. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That clips the corner. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson. Over to first. That's the 3rd out. And the Diamondbacks down in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless. Back here at Wrigley Field. And today on the hill, Brandon Pfaadt.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Now it's the second baseman, Nico Hoerner. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side in the first. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Scoreless after 1. Back here at the friendly confines. New inning getting started. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
Randall Grichuk now. That's a strike.
1-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Second inning here, no score. That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Josh Naylor. Strike two. In the dirt, blocked. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Gabriel Moreno. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, did not go. Swanson slings to first, and that is that. One left for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count now even up. Hard hit, right side. Marte throws the first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. Now it's going to be Geraldo Perdomo. Here's a 1-1. That one ripped right center field. And that gets down into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So digging in, Jake McCarthy. That one missed. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
He was all over that
Now
one.
back.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
This is Corbin Carroll. Man at second. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
On the ground to third, and that's foul. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going back. Hauls it in on the warning track. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. Suarez throw to first in time. And Swanson is set down.
Batting eight, the catcher.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. McCarthy trying to get there. Drops into the glove. 2 up, 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. In the air, left field. Gurriel handles the chance. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Cubs nothing. Here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Up the middle. Swanson fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Randal Grichuk. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's deep. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Bottom 4. So here's Horner now.
The second baseman.
The 1-1.
Horner.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
That one misses. Now 2 and 2.
2-2.
High in the air, out to right. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Full count.
Foul will we'll see another payoff pitch.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Number 22, Josh Naylor.
Checks his swing, appeal to third, no swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And now Gabriel Moreno swinging a ground ball, finds its way through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Geraldo Perdomo hit in the air left field. Pound. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
McCarthy.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low, and the count is 3-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, right fielder
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's the 3rd out. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. To the right side. Toss to Naylor. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The left fielder, number 8.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting him that at bat. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the smooth.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Suarez throw to first in time. And that is the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Still behind by a count of 1-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Ketel Marte. Pitch misses there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here's Gurriel. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And that's too high. And that's outside.
Full count.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hat under it. And that is a foul ball. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Shota Imanaga is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Tyson Miller. He last pitched 2 days ago. Next is the designated hitter, Randall Grichuk. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2. Stays alive. Two outs. And a breaking ball misses outside. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Brazier up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. On the ground out to short. And that'll do it. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to him, Miguel Amaya. That's out to center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a very nice approach and swing.
In the air, left field, down the line. This one could be trouble. The run comes in from second. We're tied at 1. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run and scoring position. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Man at second, just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. The run comes in from second, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
John Birdie at the plate. Swung on, belted. And that gets down in the corner. Run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. A sliding stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play.
Now
Footwork was
back, the
excellent.
designated
The
hitter.
arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
The left fielder,
Ian Happ now at the plate.
Happ.
And right back to the mound. Gets it to first.
He's out.
They limit the damage here. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Ball to strike. And that is out of play. The next
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Horner over to first.
He's out.
That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
That's what a good
The
sinker is
catcher,
designed to
number
do.
14,
Get a guy to roll
Gabriel
over a little bit, hit the ball on the
Moreno.
ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you
batter,
come out of the
number 2.
struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all
Perdomo.
they're trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyson Miller won't go any further.
Pitching for the
They bring a
Cubs,
young arm out of the bullpen
Number
in this spot,
43.
number 43.
Luke.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Stepping in, Geraldo Perdomo. The shortstop takes the ball. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well,
Up next
patience
for the
and discipline
Diamondbacks,
paid off
the
right
center
there
fielder,
as he got
Jake
into an advantage count.
McCarthy.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. That
Ball
one
3.
misses, and now 3-1.
Way
3
to lay
balls,
off that pitch
1
down.
strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field, and it drops in. Here's the throw to the plate. Save. He scores, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, there you go. The
Now
RBI
the
machine.
right field,
Another
Morgan.
clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. Throw the
1-2.
second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big
Ball,
run.
no.
Just missing there. 2-2.
2-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. To the plate. Safe. And we are tied.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs.
Come on, baby.
Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. But they score twice and even it up late. 7th inning stretch time. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a
Diamondbacks.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
81.
Ryan Thompson.
Ryan
Welcome back.
Thompson.
Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Smoked on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting,
Swanson digs in.
Yankee Swanson.
On the ground to the left. And it gets by him.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a
Okay,
reason.
number
You're so
9.
much more likely to get something you can handle. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Cubs leave 1, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Porter Hodge.
Now pitching for the Cubs,
Here's Lourdes
number
Gurriel Jr.
37, Porter Hodge.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Now here is Eugenio Suarez. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a
1
strike.
ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Randall Grichuk in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Oh,
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Torey Lovullo making a move for a new bat. Pavin Smith. He represents the go-ahead run. 2 down, nobody on. Outside low. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
is this Naylor from Trump?
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Garrett
Number 8.
Hampson. Josh
Garrett
Naylor stands in now
Hampson.
for the Diamondbacks. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Nico. Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Kevin Ginkel.
37, Kevin Ginkel.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And that's outside. Full count now.
Full count.
Out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe.
Down to go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now a very big at-bat for Kyle Tucker. Up and in, and a count 2-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Over to Perdomo. That's one. A 3-6-1 double play.
Now
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. 3rd home run of the season, and now they're out front. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. And that extends the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kevin Ginkel departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm.
pitching for
A.J.
Arizona.
Puck comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And that's outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. This one high in the air to left center. McCarthy makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Cubs add 2 on this homer. Last chance coming up for the D-backs. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch them all. His 11th of the year. It's 5-4. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to, but he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
And here is Gabriel Moreno. Line drive, base hit.
It was a tying run.
Got to slice that one into center.
It is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there.
Line drive, base hit. Moreno around third. And he boots it. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Ryan Presley will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn things over to the righty, Ryan Brazier. Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. And that one inside, and it hit him.
Well, that can certainly jumpstart an offense. The hit by pitch right there, and now they have the opportunity to make it really hurt on the scoreboard.
Next to hit, Ketel Marte. Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. It's their second home run of the inning, and they jump in front in the ninth. It's 9-5. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning to set the table for him, and he delivered big time to get him the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. digs in now. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Swanson tosses to first. Out. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Next to hit for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. Their third home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-5.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Ryan Brazier out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Caleb Thielbar taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the lead and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
That one almost got him. That's the third. Birdie sends it across the first. Hampson is out. Two down, base is empty. Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In the air out to center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that'll do it. So an incredible rally here at the top of the ninth has completely flipped the script of this game. It's the Diamondbacks 10 and the Cubs 5. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The catcher, Miguel Amaya.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. A.J. Puck
Pitching for
So
the
they turn to their
Diamondbacks,
closer, Justin
number
Martinez.
63.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Ripped to right, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That's in there. That is strike 2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Amaya gets his lead at first with nobody out. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the runner
The batter,
holds.
number 2.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike spinner with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Martinez is just 1 strike away. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, this team is on such a roll. 20 wins in a row, tying the 2002 Athletics. You know, I came a year after that streak and was able to play with a lot of those guys. And I tell you what, there's some great energy when you're in an environment like that and you just want to keep on playing. You don't want to go home and leave the ballpark and leave your buddies.
And your final 10-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.